Welcome back to Arizona Daily Mix. Been talking with the man, the myth, the legend himself, Dan Manucci of Roc, Manuch, and Jimmy B over on Fox Sports 9:10 a.m. Phoenix. We just got done talking about the Cardinals, but let's talk now Tom Brady that we said we were going to bring up here. We have to do this very quickly, but a lot of people are kind of like upset with Tom because, you know, he talked about not quitting things. But everyone feels like he quit on his family. And I got to ask you, Dan, you playing, when is it time to say, okay, I'm done. I'm going to go be with my family? Because he complained about missing Christmas, birthdays, and everything for 23 years. But he decides to go back and play and then gets divorced.
I don't get it. I mean, you got how many? Seven rings you've got. You got a beautiful wife, very supportive wife. A wife that makes 3 times the amount that you do. Last time I checked, she's making probably close to $60-70 million a year with her modeling. Yeah, Brad, and we just never know what's going on the home front, whatever. But I really felt it's kind of interesting. Brad, didn't you feel, because you and I have both been down that road. I was divorced, got remarried, married to my lovely bride, Lori, now, who I quite frankly felt sorry for me, so that's why she married me. But I think we learned the second time around what's important and what's not. The guy's got 7 Super Bowl rings, this gorgeous wife, this great family. And I felt, Brad, that when he made that announcement of his retirement, but he came back 2 weeks later, I went, ooh, I just kind of felt it in my soul. And I think you and I have been there about when things are kind of scruffalupulous on the home front, that I just kind of felt, oh, man, I just didn't feel that settled well at home. And lo and behold, here we are. It's unfortunate he and Gisele have gotten divorced.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate. You just kind of go, wow. It almost felt like you'd almost see it coming, didn't you? You almost feel like, well, how many more do you need? I'm here with the kiddos.
Exactly. And I think that's the thing. I think when I got divorced, I was still coming up. I was still worried about money, and we fell apart. But these two right here have enough money that they can literally go off and live on an island together and work things out and stuff. But I think the biggest part was, I have to say, I don't blame her going, you know what, honey? I need you here for the kids. You've been hit for 23 years. Yes. Concussions are serious and everything like that, but we need you here. And if that's the case, I don't want you here because you're not being healthy for the family.
It's almost as if he's, we do get addicted to our jobs and our sports, whatever. But at some point in time, the guy needed to retire and maybe need to go to therapy. But he was going to make Brad like $10 million or $20 million a year doing his broadcast stuff, where he's only gone 3 days a week, if that, and he's back home with the family. So I don't know. I think Tom Brady, it's unfortunate that this has happened. I think it's affected his play on the football field, as it would. Think about that, how me going through my divorce, and it affects your work, it affects everything around you. And I just think it's an important. And so if it was me and I got the 7 rings, and not, who knows if she gave me ultimatum, whatever, that she pretty much said enough. I need you home. To your point, how many more concussions? I want you healthy when you're 60, 65, 70 years old. So it's very unfortunate. But if it was me and my lovely bride, Lori, said, hey, look, we got some things to take care of. I really prefer you home more than ever. My wife's so supportive with everything. It's amazing. Yeah. But I think it's how much is enough. It's almost like the cocaine addict needs more and more and more versus timeout.
Yeah.
You're done. Let's move on.
And I think it's going to be I hate to say it's going to be a very career-ending hit that's going to really do him in. I think he's going to sit back and go, why did I do this? Why didn't I just go out on top, go out like I am? And it's going to be so. Tell you, it's crazy. All right, Mr. Good Looking, look at that face there. Tell them where they could find you throughout the week.
Well, if you need any more Dr. Phil advice on marriage counseling, go to @QB on Twitter or @Roc and Manuch on the internet. And it's Roc and Manuch and Jimmy B every day, 1 to 4 p.m. right here on Fox Sports 910, Monday through Friday.
That's it right there. Dan, thanks a lot. Looking forward to our next talk.
Any other advice you need, Brad, before we leave? I'm here.
You know what? Just to get Super Bowl tickets, we'll talk about that.
I got to go, Brad. I'll see you later.
That's what I thought.